Well, it promises just to be a massive race day, bringing down the curtain on what has been an absolutely fabulous Cape summer season. It is Cape Derby Day with a lot of other supporting features on the day. And really nice to have Justin Snaith on the line, just talking us through his runners on the day, especially the Derby. And he'll give us brief comments with regards to the balance of his runners from races 3 through to 9. Justin, before we even say hello to you, what a first 6 months of the season it's been for you. Just looking at the national trainers log, you are in a commanding position halfway through the season, and well done to yourself and your entire team at Snaith Racing.
Thanks very much, Dees, and great to be on your guys' show, and just hello to all the listeners. Yes, Dees, I've been in this position before, commanding position, and it's never over until it gets closer to the end of the season. I'm normally the guy that gets off to a good start, and unfortunately normally caught. So
no.
This time it looks like I've got a good lead now. I've made sure I've got a good lead. So let's hope it keeps going.
You are 1 to 100. That's what they got you. You are 1 to 100 or some ridiculous price to win the championship, and I can see why. But well done to yourself and your team. Let's get straight into it, and we'll begin with race number 8. And there is a new sponsor to the Cape Derby. It's called Splash Out. So it's a Splash Out Cape Derby. It's a Group 1 over 2,000 meters. Now, this must be some type of record, because I haven't seen it from the time I've been working on television. It's a Group 1. Justin has 2, 4, 6 runners in the race. Owner Nick Johnson has 2, 4. I mean, how many with you? He's got 5 with you, and he's got 1 with Michael. Yeah. So he's got 6 runners in the race. I mean, this must be some type of South African record, if not some type of world record in a Group 1.
Six runners in the Cape Derby has got to be a record for an owner. Make no mistake. I've never seen that. I've never. A lot of times you see an owner have 6 runners in a maiden race, and you wonder, it's not the place you want to have 6 runners in as in a maiden place over 1900. You want to have 6 runners in the Derby. So kudos to Nick. Nick said, bring it on. I've got some lovely 3-year-olds, a small field. I want to enjoy my day. Run them, So kudos to him. We get a bigger field. A lot of people, because of Charles Dickens, has run away. A lot of blaming the handicapping. Horses that may have an opportunity in the future in the Durban July. Why run here and get a hefty penalty? So they all have their different reasons, whether they're right or wrong. Time will tell. Time will tell what happens in the handicapping of the race, post-race. We keen on racing being at a standard, and for it to be at some sort of standard, we had to run our horses. So we will. I'm not hiding from anything. We will set a good pace. Make no mistake. We'll make it a testing 2000, which it should be. The Daily News should be a testing 2000. The Joburg Derby. The Derby over 2-4, the Classic over 1800. The idea is that they are testing races. We don't want no canter sprints, and I'll make sure that it is a race run at a decent pace. So I'm not hiding anything. Punters, you can see I'll use Cosmic Event. He's the first horse that will be used to run at a good pace, and I'm hiding nothing.
Now, the 6 runners that you have in the race, I don't want to tell you something. I rather want to ask you something. Is Rockpool?
Yes.
Is Rockpool the stable elect? If you have to look on their current form and what they're bringing into the race, rather than what is expected on the day.
Dees, I think you can also put it down to jockey select. You've seen Richard has taken the ride on Rockpool, so he is very adamant he's on the right one. And I think that pretty much shows what the stable elect is. This horse is a horse that's improving. And I think, Dees, we're not under any illusion. If Charles Dickens stays, he'll win by half the race course. Make no mistake. And if we weren't there, he'd win by half the race course. I like to think I'm a trainer like Mike de Kock and things that set standards. Sean Tarry, you're always known at Group 1. You're going up against those sort of trainers. You're getting your Group 1 level. I'm there to ensure that this race will be run at a Group 1 level. And So Cosmic Event, so as we were talking, Rockpool will be the stable elect. I think without question is a horse. I don't know where the talent's coming from and how he's improving. It's incredible. He's shown some big workouts at home. So he could be a dark horse. Mucho De Niro, we haven't seen the best of. Possibly, I've never lost a race as badly as I did when he got beat last time. Honestly, in my years of training, that's the worst race I've ever lost, where Mucho De Niro couldn't get a run. I've never thrown a race away like that in cold blood. He's an impressive horse. He will improve. But, we've got our work cut out. Even Brett's horse is a very nice horse. But I'm coming with a lot of stayers, and we're going to give them a go.
Well, I must just pay compliments and credit to yourself and your team, and of course your owners, Nick Johnson, Greg Bortz, Gina Goldsmith, and I see Rockpool in partnership with Nancy Hossack. So,
Yes.
well done to you guys, for firstly making it a race now where we've got a decent number of horses, trying to take on number 2, Charles Dickens. So, thanks for that from just a racing fan. And in closing, before we get to the other races,
Yes.
have you got your cap sorted out for these 6 runners?
Yes, I have. I've written it all out. I've handed it to the NHRA, and I must give kudos where it's due. The NHRA, the stipendiary stewards here in Cape Town, they're very accommodating. I said, guys, listen, this is a very exciting moment for my client. Can we please use the caps in accordance to what he'd like? And they said, absolutely pleasure. So kudos to them. Rockpool will have the pink cap because that is Nick's select. Mucho De Niro, one with a green cap, he gets the green cap, and so it'll be allocated. And listen, you've got a one standout horse, but it's going to be an exciting race to watch. We're gonna make the very strong run race, and it's going to be very exciting to watch and see what comes of it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch it. Whilst we know we got a 3 to 10 shot, the only other horse that's close to him in the betting is Rockpool at 5 to 10. Just because you have these 6 runners, I'm really excited to watch it. I'm sure racing fans out there. So all the best on Saturday. Let's move along to just quick sharp comments, Justin. For your runners to come. Okay, race number 3. You got the 2 runners. You got the odds-on favorite Captain's Ransom. And you've included Gimme That. How's Captain Ransom's doing after our last start?
Look, Dees, we've been beaten a few times. So it's not what we used to with Captain's Ransom. In all fairness, all the horses she's beaten all the time. She beats again. But 2 fillies came along that we all know are very talented. She is at her best. This is certainly a race where we're going to decide her future. I think she'll take a lot of beating. She's very well. She's got a game face on. She's been beaten a couple of times. She wants to show that she is the filly she is. This is certainly a big race in her career, as I said, where we go after. She's in prime form at home. Going to take a lot of beating.
Okay, that's race number 3, Captain's Ransom, and who knows? If you're at Kenilworth, this may be the last time you see that, just reading between the lines of what Justin is saying for number 1, Captain's Ransom. Let's move along to race number 4. You got 2 runners here and 2 exciting young horses, fillies. Number 1, Wits Blitz. I say exciting because I don't think that she is the real package just yet. But number 9, Golden Sickle, well, she shows that she's very forward as a young horse.
Yeah, so listen, I think Wits Blitz could run into the money. She had a bit of a virus last time and ran a sub-standard run. I can tell you now, Golden Sickle's one of our best on the day. To your punters, go watch the race on Met Day, the juvenile race on Met Day. We had a shocking 1 draw. We gave her a chance. She flew through the field. She is one of my best runners on the day. I know there's a lot of money for Kalami Girl, but I think Kalami Girl got beat by Sidley, who I train, and Golden Sickle is showing a lot of good work, and I'm going to be a very hard horse to beat.
Thanks for some confidence there. There's also anti-post betting support at the time of voting for Golden Sickle from 28 to 10 into 5 to 2. We move along to race number 5. It's the Blockstyle South Africa Sales Cup over 1,200 meters. This race makes me very, very nervous. But you got 2 runners in the race. Number 6, I see Sean Veal rides, how you pronounce it, Justin Kayome. And number 7... Kayomai. Okay, Kayomai. And then number 7, Speeding Bullet, who could be the right one, I see, at around 7 to 2 at the time of recording.
Yes, these very interesting running. So Kayomai, same as Vitblitz, great first run. Second run had a virus. Cleaned him all up. He'll improve. Whether he's good enough to win this race at this stage in his career, it's a hard one. He will improve. Could be the horse for the quartets and trifectas. Speeding Bullet's an interesting one. Last time I Pierce Stratum rode him, and he was very difficult. He actually got suspended. He was so difficult going to the start. The impressive thing, the horse still came to run third in a feature after the way he behaved. I have gelded him. I've worked with him with Milan a little bit. He should be better behaved. And if he could easily win this race quite easily, or he could be a little hit and miss because he has been gelded. There's a few things that have gone on, but I do think if the right horse arrives, everyone will be running for second. But there is that little bit of doubt, first run back from gelding.
And in the 6th race, it's over 1,200 meters. It's a nursery. It's a Group 3. Justin, I'm looking at some of your juveniles here as we're going through it. I can't wait to see which horses you put on the float to come to KZN with. You've got a very exciting crop of young horses.
Yeah, look, we're waiting. There's going to be an announcement to the stakes, the feature races, so I'll decide then. Deez, I'm not bringing a big string. I'm coming for the July and a couple Group 1s, and that's all I'm coming for. I'm not bringing any other horses. And yes, but I certainly would be eyeballing maybe the meeting at Scottsville. So I'm just coming with a skeleton team, but want to pick up the right races. So fingers crossed for that. I do have a very, very strong crop of 2-year-olds.
Right. In the 6th race, number 7 is scratched at the time of recording. And you got Gimme Lightning now. He looks like an exciting young horse. I can't wait to see once you try and put him over 14 and 1,600 meters. I think then you're going to see the real deal.
This horse can run, Deez.
Yeah.
This horse can run like the wind. I'm telling you now, this is a Guineas horse. He's just so good that he can run. If he gets going at the right time in the race, he's a very impressive horse. Last time out, just on the short side, got going late. It was the first time Richard was riding him. Grant rode him for first time out, flying at home. Wow, what a nice looking horse. The horse they all got to beat. But there's young horses that are sprinting types that could pop up, but a very, very exciting race. Listen, at 750,000 Rand, it's going to be a tough race.
That's race number 6. Then we go on to race number 7. And this is the Jetmaster Stakes over 1,600 meters. It's a listed race. And here you got 4 runners. Number 1, Pekaya. Number 7, Warrior. Number 12, Hoedspruit. And number 16, Nexus. Comments on them, Justin?
Nexus drawn a bit wide, D's drawn a bit wide, doing very well at home. Solid form for a few months now, solid form. I am a little worried, all the horses coming from the Met, Almatana, Warrior, Nexus, they've had a hard Met campaign. It does knock them, as you know, in the July, then the horses run the Champions Cup. It can take, those big events can take a little bit out of horses. So I think we'll see how but they are older geldings and they can recover quite well. Nexus, Pierce Stratum, master on this horse, should overcome the draw. Certainly a horse that's got to go in. Warrior, better back over a mile. He's a better horse at this mile, 1,800. Certainly a horse that I think will be right there. But the danger horse to all of them is because of the weight, Pakaya, 51 kilos. Go look at the last run with Savannah's Dasher. There wasn't a lot in it, and the weight change between the two of them. He's a horse that we've marked up as our best roughie of the day. I think he was at 12 to 1. You opened up 16 to 1 and the guys have been filing in. So just because of the weight, and he received the one draw. He's the danger at the weights, but obviously there are some classy individuals here. And Hoedspruit never took to Joburg. He's doing well. Nice comeback run here. Want to see how he handles things after this race.
Yeah, 16-1, 14-1, 12-1, 10-1. Time of recording on Friday, 8-1. Those odds have been slashed in half. The guys got in early here with number 1, Pakaya.
Yes.
And nice to hear some confidence coming through from Justin. Then we've spoken about the 8th race. We move along to the last race, and hopefully this pick 6 is going to plan. Yes.
These Pakaya's like your handicap. You think you're good at 14-1, but at 8-1 you're still a good bet.
Okay, that's it. Regardless of the price. Regardless of the price. Race number 9. It's the Diadem. It's a Group 2 over 1,200 meters, and you've got 2 runners here. Number 7, We're Jamming, very talented horse. I've watched his wins. He can run this horse, but what a comeback from Rio Carrari last time out. That was tremendous to watch.
You know, Deez, I was laughing. They had Rio Carrari priced up at 20-1. I went on the Hong Kong channel with Delpesh.
Yes.
And I said to them, guys, I have never, ever seen a 20-1 like Rio Carrari.
Sure.
And by the end of the thing, he was 10-1. Even at 10-1, remember, I gave him a break. He came back. We had a disaster with races. They were the wrong distance. This program was horrendous. And he was flying it home. And I said, whoa, there better be a good horse in this race, because this Rio is back to his best. And unfortunately, we made our run on the outside, and Dean's very talented horse won down the inside, and we just couldn't get there in time. Over 1,200 meters, he's at his best, Rio. There's no difference to last time. He's going to run a big race. Dean's horse is smart, though. Make no mistake, you're going to see who's the best sprinter in South Africa tomorrow, I can assure you. There's no other sprinter in the country that's going to match these horses. We're going to find out tomorrow who's the best sprinter in South Africa. I think it's going to be Dean's, Rio, or We're Jamming. We're Jamming is a dangerous horse, very smart individual. He was quite well weighted last time. Here he's not as well off as he was last time out, but over 1,200, he's certainly a horse. He's my next up-and-coming sprinter type, and we'll see how he goes here, how he gets handicapped, and he could be a horse that we might see in the Golden Horseshoe Sprint.
Well, if you thought you were excited about this card, just chatting to Justin Snaith elevates that excitement to another level. Justin, you may be doing a lot of things, for entertainment when you have time. The reason I asked this, do you watch wrestling, the WWE, for some type of laugh and entertainment? Do you watch that?
Well, look here, my brother and I grew up watching Hulk Hogan, so we used to throw each other around the bedroom. Yeah.
So this is it. You like Hulk Hogan? I think
John has got stronger. I used to. John has got a lot stronger nowadays, so I don't pick a fight with him.
Okay, the reason I say this, race number 8, using a wrestling synergy. You got Hulk Hogan in the middle of the ring, and a 6-man tag team trained by Justin Snaith, taking on the mighty Hulk. Can this tag team topple the Hulk on Saturday, Justin? All will be revealed. I really thank you for your time, and all the best.
Exactly what's happening, Deez. You couldn't have said it in a better way. I'm coming. I'm like a leop. I'm coming with 5.
And I'm glad you mentioned Hulk Hogan, because he was one of my I was going to say the Giant, because these are these new guys in now, but the Hulk Hogan, I mean, he's the legend of all legends in wrestling, isn't he?
Oh, no, he was unbelievable. He used to take on Andre the Giant. We loved it.
Yeah. Well, that's what's happening this Saturday. Well, Justin, to yourself and all your patrons and everybody on the day, all the best with all your runners, and
Thank you so much.
Let's have a fantastic end to what has been just a refreshing Cape season. All the best.
Perfect. Awesome. Look forward to seeing you guys in Durban.
Thank you to Justin Snaith. Thank you for his time, and that is a wrap. Chatting to Justin Snaith. and a nice way to end it off. And to you, the valued punter, and to you, the valued customer, all the best. Whatever bets you're playing, don't forget that pick six pool is $1 million carried over. It's going to be an absolute bumper. Thank you to Justin Snaith for his comments on all his runners from races 3 to 9. And on behalf of the Gallop TV team and myself, Dees Dainan, thank you for watching, and all the best this Saturday. Watching the Cape Derby, the renewal over 2023, where the mighty Charles Dickens is at 3 to 10.